Hey everyone, thanks for joining in. My name is Derek and I'm an artist here in Orlando, Florida. And as I've mentioned in the previous message, I have been working on some projects that I've been doing based on elementary and basic lessons and kind of deconstructing things and just going back to simple procedures to do stuff. One of the lessons that I came across that we did was a trash lesson, and what we did is we went to the park and we picked up trash and we used that trash to make art out of it. And of course we cleaned it, we used gloves when we were picking things up, and we made sure we went at a safe time of day, because if you are working with kids, that's very important. Keep an eye on them. But for today's lesson, I decided just to go to my recycling bin. So what I'm going to be working with is Red Bull cans, because of course that's what gives me wings. And then I have a Wawa container. All this has been washed very thoroughly. 2 straws. And I randomly ran across the house and found a little plastic bag of chips. And like I said, all of it's been washed off with soap, and you'll want to make sure to get all grease and things like that off of any of the containers. They're gonna prevent adhesion of either paint or glues or things like that. Otherwise, be very careful when you're cutting things apart. I think I'm going to cut these Red Bull cans up and use the metallics and things like that in the piece. I can feel that. And just be careful and take your time. So enjoy, and I'll be doing commentary while we're watching this video. So I started out by cutting up the straws and cutting up all the different components that I had kind of planned out, which had absolutely no plan whatsoever. But you'll kind of see me disappear on and off. That's me grabbing different materials and just kind of getting things together. I really couldn't find a great way to cut open a soda can. I would imagine in hindsight, a can opener. That would have been fantastic. That would have just taken the top right off. I ended up completely scratching the Wawa container. I thought about turning it upside down and poking holes, hanging different triangles and squares of aluminum from it and making kind of like a mobile. But it just really kind of seemed frivolous to me. I wanted to do something more on a canvas. So. Don't scold me for not wearing gloves. I'm a pastry chef. I've cut hands and burned hands plenty of times, and it really doesn't bother me, but by all means, please wear your safety stuff. Me still trying to figure out what I'm gonna do. Really, I had no plan at all. While I was trying to figure it out, I decided I wanted to do 2 small canvases, so I painted them in gesso black, just to kind of start off the background. It wasn't until later that I discovered that lots of my tape and stuff like that I had been filming didn't have batteries, so I was just kind of working without any of that, and you'll see that gap here in a minute. I was really impatient right here. If I would have used a better tape, used a more adhesive tape like a painter's tape, and waited till my colors dried in between my layers and really cured in there, it would have left really solid lines. You probably can't tell in the video, but they were a little bumpy, which I ended up going back and just fixing with paint anyway. There's that gap. I had started working with a hot glue gun, and just basically the balsa foam wedges that come in the back of the canvases, I was using those as an additive to give them 3D dimension. I was using all the curved upside down, and just using hot glue. It was working fine, and I was having a good time. there we go. That's me touching up all the different lines and such. This ended up being a really versatile piece because I was able to flip it around and do all different types of things with it. Just basically putting them next to each other and trying to figure out how I wanted to hang them. That ended up being my favorite way. So not bad for a cute little recycled piece, and of course all the materials were free, and like I said, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you play along. Please tag me in any post, any art that you do. You can send it to dcsmith1982 or you can find me at www.derekcovingtonsmith.com and check out my art there.